An interstate accident cost the life of an area man Monday afternoon.
Area students will be getting 2 free meals a day in the fall, and a federal grant brings a new science program one step closer to reality.
A break from the heat and the humidity coming up over the next couple of days across East Alabama. We will have the complete forecast details straight ahead.
Coming up in sports, the Cheaha Valley Fellowship of Christian Athletes hosted a 7-on-7 competition today. We have more on that in just a minute as EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Katie Edwards.
And I'm Mike Stedham.
A Lincoln man was killed Monday afternoon in a single vehicle accident on Interstate 20. The Birmingham News reports that 64-year-old Anthony McCrary was fatally injured around 4:30 when his Jeep left the interstate and hit a cable barrier before overturning. He was taken to Citizens Baptist Medical Center in Talladega, where he later died from those injuries.
All students in the Calhoun County school system will be receiving free breakfasts and lunches during the coming school year. According to a news release from the county's Board of Education, the system has qualified through the community eligibility provision, which will also eliminate the need for parents to fill out school meal applications. With 19 schools and more than 8,000 students, the system is the largest public education organization in Calhoun County.
The Jacksonville Christian Outreach Center has begun its annual school supply drive. The group will be collecting new school supplies until July 21st at their office at 206 Francis Street West, just behind McDonald's. Last year, they were able to help around 145 kids, and this year, they want to help even more. The center is asking for donations of wide-ruled notebook paper, number 2 pencils, glue sticks, and cash donations. The center is open Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. More information is available at 256-435-1891.
And when we come back, a federal grant is going to help with a science project in the area.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
A $2.4 million grant has been awarded for the Challenger Learning Center of Northeast Alabama that's being planned for Rainbow City. The $11 million project will serve students in a dozen counties, including Calhoun, Cleburne, Etowah, and Talladega. The project is a joint effort between the Challenger Center, a leading STEM education organization, and the Community Foundation of Northeast Alabama. Construction on the building that will house the Challenger Learning Center is scheduled to begin this fall, and the organizations overseeing the project are planning for a grand opening in late 2025. A local advisory council was formed in 2022 to begin work on this center, according to the Community Foundation's president, Jennifer Maddox. The Rainbow City facility will join a global network of Challenger Learning Centers that have impacted over 6 million children worldwide. The new center will offer a range of hands-on STEM programs, including simulated space-themed missions conducted in fully immersive space station, mission control, transport, and briefing rooms.
Oxford officials are making plans for this week's Second Friday on Main from 4 until 9 p.m. The event will showcase a variety of mobile food vendors, art vendors, lawn games, a kids activity zone, downtown shopping and dining, and a car show organized by the Chakalaka Cruise-In. Live music will be provided by the Highway 77 Band from 5 until 8 p.m. The main event will be in Simmons Park at 400 Main Street.
And when we return, a new fitness trail and recreation area is being planned for hospital patients and their families.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
The RMC Foundation is rejuvenating Tyler Park, turning it into a recreational area and fitness trail for the community, RMC staff, friends, and families of patients. A groundbreaking ceremony is planned for Wednesday morning at 10 at the site behind the hospital's outpatient center, and the public is invited.
Mike, we got a little rain today. Didn't do much for the humidity, though.
No, it didn't. In fact, maybe it brought a little more humidity.
I think it did.
So,
at least according to my hair, it did.
I understand.
John Holder joins us now in the EAN Weather Center to talk to us about that rainy weather we got today. Will we have more of that tomorrow, and what the humidity is going to be like? John?
Mike and Katie, in fact, the rain is gone for the next couple of days. We will see not only drier weather, but cooler weather somewhat across East Alabama for the next couple of days. We'll have the complete forecast coming up next.
Spring into freshness at WM. Celebrate the season with our bountiful selection of farm fresh produce. From juicy berries to crisp greens, taste the flavors of spring at WM. Visit us today and let the freshness bloom in every bite.
Temperatures today across East Alabama a bit cooler with all the rain activity that we had this afternoon. Temperatures still a little bit above normal, but 91 today as opposed to the mid-90s we've had for the last several days. Still a very warm morning this morning, 76 degrees. The heat index was about 80 when we woke up this morning. So again, we are seeing way above normal temperatures in the mornings, but that is about to change. Record high temperature 100 degrees, the record low 62. The sun setting tonight at 7:56 and the sun rising tomorrow morning at 5:42. It's time for weather on your street for a Tuesday night. Hopeful Road down in Munford and Talladega County. A few more showers. We had a nice line of showers and thunderstorms that moved through the area at mid-afternoon. We've got a few more in the forecast up until the late evening hours tonight. The low tonight at about 70 degrees. You'll see a big difference in the weather coming up tomorrow. Basically drier and cooler on Gunter Drive in the city of Piedmont. On Highway 9 North, you're going to see plenty of sunshine tomorrow. We're taking rain out of the forecast, and the high tomorrow will actually be below average for this time of year. A high of only 88 degrees. That's about 10 degrees cooler than it was over the weekend and yesterday. As we look ahead to the rest of the work week coming up, it's going to be sunny and hot all week long out on Shipley Road at McClellan. Find one of those big shade trees out at McClellan and get under that. We're going to see temperatures after tomorrow rising back into the 90s. And by the weekend, we'll be back in the mid-90s across East Alabama. And it's going to be dry as well. We don't see any rainfall coming after tonight for the next several days. Here's the 7-day forecast for all of East Alabama. You'll see that stretch of dry and hot weather coming up. Tomorrow will be the respite. Enjoy the day. Temperatures below normal. No chance of rain. We're back in the low 90s Thursday, mid 90s on Friday, and then we're headed for the mid to upper 90s by the weekend. Nighttime lows dropping down for a couple of mornings in the upper 60s. That'll feel pretty nice. Low humidity and dew point values, so that's going to make the heat a little bit more tolerable. But by the weekend, you see some moisture coming back in on Sunday, a 20% chance of a shower, about a 1 in 3 chance next Monday, and those temperatures are going to be in the mid-90s. So we're going to be talking about heat index values that will be in the low 100s by the back half of the weekend, and those nighttime lows creeping back up from the mid and upper 60s all the way back up to the low to mid 70s coming up as we move through the week. All in all, some pretty typical summertime July weather across East Alabama. Let's take a look at rainfall, and this is a great graphic to show the disparity in rainfall. This ended at 7 o'clock this morning for the entire state of Alabama. You'll see some places got nothing. You'll see some places here that got 2 or 3 inches up in northeast Alabama. Here in East Alabama, the same way. A lot of folks getting a trace like in Weaver. But you go up into Etowah County and Gadsden, and there are some places that got around an inch or more of rainfall. Literally one of those situations where some places get nothing. And then you go 5 miles down the road and they get a ½ inch or inch of rainfall. That's the way it was today across East Alabama. That will continue tonight. And that is a great example of summertime. Late afternoon, early evening, scattered showers and thunderstorms with the heating of the day. Some get some rain, some don't. That was the story last night across East Alabama. I'll be back here tomorrow morning. We'll break down your Wednesday at a glance, bright and early at 6 a.m. Join us then. And then I'll be back here tomorrow evening for EAN Local News as we'll continue to break down this hot forecast coming for the rest of the work week and the weekend. Coming up next in sports, Namath Pitts has been working hard at the 7-on-7 camp with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes at McClellan. Namath was all over the action today in Anniston. He's got all the details right now in sports. Namath?
Thanks, John. Cheaha Valley Fellowship of Christian Athletes hosted 16 teams today at Fort McClellan for their annual 7-on-7 competition. Cheaha Valley FCA hosted 16 different teams from across 4 counties today as they competed in 7-on-7 action. Lincoln, Sylacauga, Sardis, Benjamin Russell, Talladega, White Plains, Anniston, Jacksonville, Fayetteville, Ohatchee, Winterboro, Childersburg, Westbrook Christian, Benjamin Russell JV, Pleasant Valley, and Anniston JV all competed in pool play before the elimination round, then the championship. Each pool play game was 20 minutes apiece with points scored for touchdowns, conversions, interceptions, and defensive stops. The Fellowship of Christian Athletes 7-on-7 competition has gotten bigger each year with more teams getting involved. The talent was on full display today. We talked with Cheaha Valley FCA Director Cole Limbaugh, who spoke more on the teams and turnout overall.
So the 7-on-7 is one of my favorite days of the whole year, just to have about 450 coaches and athletes here. We got a number of teams from Calhoun County, from Talladega County, Tallapoosa County, Etowah County. So we've got 4 different counties present, 16 teams in total, and about 450 coaches and athletes. So I love it because it gives them a chance to get better at their game, to get some reps for football season, which will be here soon. But then more importantly for us, to have a speaker, Mitchell Dean, come in and preach the gospel to them. It's just one of my favorite days of the year.
The mission of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes 7-on-7 goes way beyond the competition on the football field. The mission is to lead every coach and athlete into a growing relationship with Jesus Christ and His church. Central Area Director Mitchell Dean traveled to Fort McClellan from the Auburn Central Phoenix City area to share the gospel with 450 plus coaches and athletes. Cole Limbaugh shared more about Mitchell Dean and the purpose behind the Cheaha Valley FCA 7-on-7.
Yeah, so one of the things that we do to really set this event apart from other 7-on-7s is FCA provides the spiritual part. So FCA is the heart and soul in sports. So the teams won't just compete today and get reps in football, but Mitchell Dean, one of our directors in the state of Alabama with FCA, one of my dear friends, is coming to preach the gospel to them. So here in just a few minutes, we're going to have 450 coaches and athletes who hear the good news of Jesus. And our goal is to challenge them to follow Jesus, and if they do follow Jesus, to leverage their influence and their relationships for the glory of God. So we're looking forward to it.
Glencoe High School is hosting a youth football camp on July 25th for athletes in grades kindergarten through 6th grade. The camp cost is $30 per camper, and the camp will be from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. You see the QR code on the screen right now. You can use the QR code to sign up your kid, or you can pay at the gate. Coach Scott Martin is entering his 3rd season as the head coach at Glencoe High School. That's it for EAN Local Sports. Let's go back over to Mike and Katie.
Thanks for the update, Namath, and thank you for watching today. You can find us every weeknight on Facebook and YouTube and on a variety of sites, including our website, the Calhoun Journal, and Newsbreak.
Just go to the platform of your choice and watch our news, sports, and weather coverage whenever it's convenient for you. We'll see you back here Wednesday for your news on your schedule.